guys, so to start off this look, I am going to go ahead and cleanse my face of all of the dirt and debris from sleeping last night. And I'm using my Bioderma, and I'm just using a regular cotton round just to get all of that dirt off my face before I apply my makeup, because I am preparing for a flawless beat. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt. Ew. So the first step, I'm going to start off with my Benefits POREfessional Pore Balm to minimize the appearance of pores. And I'm just going to place that in my oily areas. And then to prep my face, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I absolutely love this stuff because it leaves your skin so beautiful. And now moving on to the brows, and I'm going to be using my all-time staple, which is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. I'm just going to fill those bad boys in as usual. And if I sound a bit crazy, it's really early in the morning that I'm doing this voiceover. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my NYX Concealer in the shade Nutmeg, and I'm going to carve those brows out to give them a nice sharp appearance. Now I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk sponge and just blending out that concealer. Ladies, remember the most important step is to blend. You don't want any harsh lines, and you don't want that highlight or that concealer to be sitting on your face, making you look crazy. So make sure you blend, blend, blend. Now to prep my eyes, I'm going to be using my favorite eye primer, and that is the Urban Decay Eden Primer. I love this primer. It is my favorite. I love it. I'm so glad that I finally purchased it and stopped using that sample. So for my transition color, I'm going to be taking MAC's Soft Brown, and I'm just using a fluffy blending brush, and this is my E40 tapered blending brush by Sigma. Now using that same brush, I am going to be taking Swiss chocolate and placing that into my crease. And in a few, I am going to switch brushes, and I'm going to begin using my Sephora Pro Tapered Crease brush, and it's the number 19 brush by Sephora, just to give me a more precise crease color. Now I'm taking Soft Brown in my blending E25 brush by Sigma, and I'm going to be placing that on the outer portion of my eye. You can use any brush for this step, but I just chose to use my blending brush just to pack that color on. You can use a flat eyeshadow brush if you want, but I just picked it up. It's not preferred. And now I'm taking another MAC shadow, and this one is in Natural Wilderness, and I'm placing that in the front portion of my eyelid. And I really do love this color. It's something that you probably would never pick because of the green shade, but it's really pretty when applied. And I'm just using that same E25 blending brush by Sigma, and I'm just placing that right in that inner portion of my eye. Now I'm just taking that tapered blending brush by Sephora and just blending out any harsh lines that I think I see, or any leftover primer from my base. Now my favorite liner, which is the gel liner from Inglot, the number 77. And I'm just using a Sigma eyeliner brush, and this is the E05 eyeliner brush. I'm just creating a soft wing eye, nothing too dramatic. And to prime my face for foundation, I'm using my Laura Mercier Radiance Bronze Primer. Now for the feature of the show, I'm going to be using my black Opal POREfessional liquid foundation in the shade Black Walnut. I must say I do like this foundation. I will be having a full review on this foundation coming up really soon. And I'm just using my BH Cosmetics flat top brush to blend out this foundation. And I just spray my brush with some Fix Plus just to spread the color around a bit more so that it won't be so thick, and just so I can give me an even blend. I would say that this foundation is not a full coverage, but it's like a medium to full coverage, just because I felt like I had to apply a little bit more in certain spots. So yeah, but the feel of it is really nice. I'm going in with my lashes, and I'm going to be using these lashes that I purchased from off of Amazon, and I'll leave that link down below so that you guys can check them out. They were about $2 for 10, I believe you get in the package. Yeah, there are $2 for 10 you get in the package, and I'll leave that link down below so that you guys can check it out. And for my under eye concealer, I'm also going to be using the Black Opal's Even True Conceal and Brighten Under Eye Concealer in the shade. What shade am I using? This is in Beautiful Bronze. I'm just going to be placing that everywhere that you would want to highlight or slightly contour. And I'm going to be blending that out with my Sigma Tapered Kabuki brush, and that is the F86 Tapered Kabuki brush. Now to set all of that highlight, I'm going to be using the Black Opal Invincible Oil Blocking Powder, color-free, oil-absorbing blocking powder. And yes, guys, I did switch my powder just to give something else a try. And to apply this powder, I am using my Sigma tapered highlighter brush, the F35. Now I am just placing that everywhere that I placed that powder. Everywhere that I placed the concealer. And I also place it on my brows because I noticed that my brows were getting a little oily. So I just place it on top of my brows just to mattify them a little bit more. And now I am going in with my, what's that, espresso? I believe that's espresso from MAC, and I'm just using that for my contour. And if you watch the step that I'm using now, I was doing that to kind of carve out my cheeks so that they can look a little bit more plump and juicy. Contour to your liking. I like a subtle contour. I don't like a lot of contour. I just would like it to be nice and subtle, but kind of noticeable, not too noticeable though. I like my face to look slightly chiseled. Now this last step that I'm doing is totally optional. I just wanted my cupid's bow to look a little bit more pronounced than usual. And now for my inner tear duct, I am going to be using a MAC pigment in the shade Old Gold. This pigment is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Just give you that nice pop of color in that tear duct. And it's still a neutral eye that you can pretty much rock on a day-to-day basis. And this look is so easy to transition from day to night. Easy peasy. I might do a video like that, transitioning from day to night makeup. And now for my waterline, I am using a NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light. And now for underneath my eye, I'm using a Wet n Wild navy blue pencil or deep blue pencil. And when you use a pencil underneath your waterline or on your lash line, set it with a powder so that it won't run. That is a step that I missed during this makeup tutorial. But make sure you set it with a powder or a eyeshadow. And for my blush, I'm just using my NYX Cinnamon Blush. And for my highlighter, I'm using my NARS Orgasm Blush. This highlight is everything today. Oh my gosh. It's just so beautiful. Like, I am beat. I think this might be my go-to makeup look. When I'm in a rush, I think this is going to be my go-to look. Now you just highlight all the portions of your face that you want to be noticed. Highlight, highlight, highlight. And for my lip liner, I'm just going to be using a Ruby Kisses retractable pencil, and this is in the shade Espresso. And this isn't more of that lip pencil is more of a nude lip pencil. It's not really like a dark espresso pencil. And I'm going to be showing you guys two lip options for this look. And the first lip option, I am going to be using a Black Radiance liquid lip color in the shade Rich Perline. And this is an option if you're going out at night and you just want your lips to look very dark but juicy at the same time. Even though I prefer a matte lip. So now with the second lip color, I'm taking a Wet n Wild shade, and this is in the shade Bare It All. I love, love, love this nude color. And to top it off, I'm going to be using my NYX Tiramisu Butter Gloss. I love NYX's butter glosses. They are so rich and moisturizing. And now we are all done. Set your face with some Fix Plus or some Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, and have you a good day or night. I love you guys, and yes, of course, there will be more videos coming up after this one. Stay tuned for my Black Opal video, which will be up right after this video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys really, really soon. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share with the world. Is gold in a bottle, honey. Yes, it is awesome. When I say this stuff removes all your makeup, it takes off everything from the creases to the crevices to the waterproof liner to the whatever you using. It's gonna